And what's your name?
John Paul Register.
I'm sorry, say that again.
John Paul Register.
John Paul Register?
Yeah.
And you live in Portland now, or?
I do. I moved up. Actually live in Oregon City.
Uh-huh.
Into the Oregon Trail. Never thought I'd be this far north.
Right.
Worked my way this way. I spent a few years, most of my life in Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all my life in Oregon. Most of my life in Southern Oregon and Medford. Moved to Roseburg, worked for the phone company.
Tell me what's going on here today. I can't really figure it out.
Well, it's a Back to Blue
Uh-huh. Back to
rally
Blue?
on this side of the street.
Right.
In support of the police.
Mm-hmm. And you're in front of the Justice Center?
Building.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Justice Building.
Right.
That over there is a federal building that they decided that they would stop terrorizing. So that's why the feds have gone home and they stopped terrorizing that building.
So now they're working on this
Now
one?
they're just terrorizing the city.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to neighborhoods now and the other outlying police departments. Since yesterday, I guess the state police have gone back to their various places because the state police is here helping out the Portland police.
Right.
Well, our mayor, Mr. Wonderful Wheeler, has put handcuffs on the police and said you can't do this and can't do this and can't do this. And we have a new DA that was just put in that he's come out with some kind of manifesto that says that he's not going to prosecute all these people that are rioting and hurting the police and throwing crap at them and that kind of stuff. So who knows what the police are going to do?
So how come you guys are down here then?
We're here supporting the police.
I mean, how are you supporting them? That's what I'm wondering. Like, just by showing your solidarity.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I can see and I agree with a lot, but these rich white kids in Portland have hijacked the Black Lives Movement.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they all came out of their basements now, spoiled, rotten brats that never got their friggin' butts spanked when they were kids. And
you're pretty contemptuous of the protesters, right?
Oh, they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, I get all kinds of black people that are friends. There's black people over on this side. In fact, one of them got stabbed by Antifa a while back.
Is that why he has a sticker on his shirt?
And he's here.
Yeah.
And the Black Lives Movement's been totally hijacked. I mean, Black Lives is a Marxist. They researched the three ladies that started. I mean,
and you're a
lives.
patriot. Would you call yourself?
I am.
Yeah. I noticed you got a flag hat,
I do. This is
scarf, flag shirt, and flag.
This is the Second Amendment.
You got any more flags, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Yeah.
You know,
This is the Second Amendment.
This is the Second
Oh, I
Amendment.
was trying to read that. Yeah. Right.
I believe in the Second Amendment.
So, what do you think should be done with your opposition? You call it the other side, right?
It's not really the other side. It ends up being, but all these white kids just need to go home. Let the black people have their voice because they don't have one. I mean, they're being drowned out. Antifa comes in the back and raises hell and does things against the law.
So you don't feel like they're supporting the Black Voices of Portland? You think they're
They've hijacked it. I mean, there's a bunch of spoiled, rotten white kids.
And how about you guys? Do you support the Black Voices of Portland?
I do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I see what happened. I mean, I grew up in Southern Oregon, but I see what happened up here.
Yeah.
It happens in cities. I mean, developers come in, they buy a house, they buy two houses, they build, a big building, a sixplex or sevenplex, and guess what? It's expensive. White people probably move into it because they can afford it, and then the black people get moved out further and further and further out of Portland. I've seen that.
And how about the complaints about police violence against black people?
Well, there is police violence against all kinds of people. Guess what? There's bad apples everywhere. And where it needs to start is at the union level. I worked for a phone company for 25 years. We had technicians, guess what? Should have got fired, never got fired.
So it should start at the police union level?
It should.
To police it?
Yeah, I mean, they should get rid of the guys that are bad. They shouldn't take them and move them to some other place.
Why do you think they do that?
It's a union. I mean, the teachers' union does the same thing. You got some guy that's a pedophile, guess what? They're going to move him someplace out in Podunk somewhere.
Right.
And let him do his thing there too. I mean, they're protecting him. It's like crazy. I don't know. Everybody should get along, and I didn't have a slave. I wasn't a slave owner, and none of these people were slaves.
Right.
You know,
As far as you know.
no, they weren't. I mean, and you know what? I had relatives that come over from overseas that were Irish and German, and guess what? They were indentured servants.
So you
I'm
think
Latter-day Saint, so
you think it's just a matter of you're Latter-day Saint?
yeah, and so I know what my genealogy is. And they came over, and guess what? They had to earn their way to be here. It's
So
kinda
you think
interesting.
that's what's missing with the Black Lives Matter movement is like pull yourself up by your bootstraps?
Yeah, and I heard somebody say that you can't pull yourself up by your bootstraps, but yeah, I mean, you know what? I didn't go to college. I worked for the phone company. I had to work my way up from one place to another place to another place. My wife's a nurse. She went to OHSU up on the hill. She went to college, you know, and then she worked as a waitress and paid for her college. So it was all paid for.
So as far as the you think it's just more a matter of equal opportunity, but people aren't taking advantage of it?
Well, you know what? I know all kinds of white people that don't have jobs too. You know, I have a grandson. I have a daughter. I have a daughter that's an addict. So I have a grandson that's an, you know, he hasn't had all kinds of opportunities, and he kind of squanders a lot. You know, sometimes you just have to just do it. You know, start off with a job at McDonald's. You know, everyone thinks they're too good for that. You know, I made pizzas when I was in high school, and I washed cars for Hertz, and then I got other jobs. You know, and I don't know. Everyone thinks I need a brand new car. I need this. I need this. Give me this. It's like, no, you have to start off at the bottom. You can't start off at the top or the middle. I mean, everybody has a bottom. You know.
I guess what I hear is that people of color, black people, believe that they're starting at the bottom in the terms of how society looks at them. I think that's one of the big issues here.
Well, you know, you got to see all these sports stars. Guess what? They're making friggin' mega millions.
Right.
I mean, our NBA, what is it? Probably 80 to 90% black guys out there playing on the court.
That's probably the most 100 people. I don't know, 120 people. But
Yeah,
I don't want to argue about it. I was just curious
But you
what
look,
you thought
you look
about
at it, and it's like, wow, I don't see many white guys. I don't watch the NBA anymore. I mean, my brother's a Blazers fan, you know, and I've gone to a couple of games.
Yeah.
But you know, I mean, sports, it's insane. Everyone tries. They think that's their ticket out, and if they don't make it, you know.
Hey, I think this heavy metal music is going to drown out the speaker.
Probably.
But I really appreciate you talking to me. And huh?
Good deal. I mean,
Yeah, no, it's great.
I mean, I'm for everybody, you know, but